What a great way to start. 3 and out. Jamie Keane will punt. Jamoro Graham is back deep inside his own 30-yard line. And he's going to have a shot at this one from the 28. Nice move across the 40. And he's all the way out near midfield. Great job by Graham. A 21-yard return on the punt as we check in. Third member of our team, Holly Rowe. Holly.
Mississippi State came out and warmed up in shirts that said Mississippi State of Mind. But actually, the 3 guys on offense who will touch the ball the most for the Bulldogs tonight, they're all from Louisiana. The center, Dylan Day, is from 3 hours away. The running back, Josh Robinson, is from Franklinton. And Dak Prescott is the only one of those who was actually recruited and offered a scholarship by LSU. This is his first start here in Tiger Stadium. He wants to see if he can feel at home in front of friends and family.
He's got his dad here, his brother. They made the 3-hour drive from Houghton, Louisiana. First snap for him. He's going to throw short and completes it. And wide open is Malcolm Johnson down the sideline. He's all the way down near the 25-yard line.
A little miscommunication on the first play by the LSU defense. Malcolm Johnson was lined up as a fullback in the backfield. Watch him fake a block and slip out. And a good read, quick read by Prescott to get him the ball quickly.
So they've worked it to the 26-yard line already after getting through great field position on the punt return. We welcome those of you that have been watching BYU's win. This is Mississippi State and LSU in the SEC. Brad Nessler, Todd Blackledge, Holly Rowe at Tiger Stadium, where the Bulldogs of Mississippi State are off to a great start here in the opening minute.
Jamian Lewis with that catch. He had 7 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown against LSU last year in Starkville. Very dangerous inside receiver.
Malcolm Johnson, the tight end, again split out to the top of your screen. They're going to run it straight up the middle, and a good run it is for Josh Robinson. He's got a first down. Holly talked about Dak Prescott, and a lot of times we talk about dual threat quarterbacks, Legend. He's a triple threat, really.
Well, he actually scored 3 different ways last week against South Alabama. Caught a touchdown pass. He's done that 3 times in his career, but in the red zone, the run threat.
Straight up the middle, got to the 10, bounced off, and might have gotten a couple extra yards on extra effort. Let's take a look at our Chick-fil-A impact players going the other way here. Todd already mentioned it. Damian Lewis had a great game a year ago. Josh Robinson's their main tailback. Jamorie Rasco come off the corner as a rusher. Quan Alexander, one of the fastest linebackers in the country. Second down and 12 after the penalty. Prescott, little slip screen to Jamian Lewis. And he got it back to the 10, actually inside to the 9.
See, Lewis is the kind of receiver that they want to get the ball in his hands as quick as possible. He's very quick. He doesn't have blazing speed, but he has excellent quickness. So in the middle of the field, he is really difficult to deal with. They've got bigger receivers on the outside to get matchups with. They want to get him the ball quick inside.
They've got all 3 receivers to Prescott's left. They can get a first down at the 2. He rolls that way and goes to the end zone. And caught. Touchdown, De'Runnya Wilson.
See, that's one of those guys they want to get the matchups because of his size. De'Runnya Wilson, 6'5", 225 pounds, working against Dwayne Thomas, who's 6 foot. Throw it up and let him use his big body to shield the defender and secure the catch. They got Lewis inside the play before. They get Wilson outside for the touchdown.
Sobiesk with the point after. What a way to start for the visiting Bulldogs of Mississippi State. 51 yards in 6 plays. And then it was the Louisiana native, Dak Prescott, his 10th touchdown pass of the year.
Snap count as well. Now you've got 2 freshman backs in the game for LSU. Both freshmen. Darrell Williams is the fullback. Fournette is the tailback.
And it's the first man through, and he only got to the 1. That was Williams. So it'll be second down and goal.
See, now you see big number 70 hitting his chest. He's saying, run behind me. And I think that's a pretty good idea. He is one of the most devastating run blockers in college football. Lyle Collins, number 70. I would expect this play, whoever runs it, to be running right over the inside leg of that left tackle.
They've got about every tight end they can load up, plus the fullback Neighbors. The power side looks to be to the right, but now they shift it back the way Todd's talking. From the 2-yard line, 2nd down and goal. The toss straight ahead. They did go left, but they only got to the 1 with Fournette.
Nice job by Mississippi State. A lot of shift and motion by LSU to get extra bodies there, and Mississippi State did not get outmanned. Collins got a nice double team. They got the push there, but excellent pursuit coming from the backside linebackers by Mississippi State.
See if they can come up with a goal line stand. There's their red zone defense. But right now, LSU's only 3 feet away from the end zone. 3rd down and goal. Kenny Hilliard.
Play clock's down inside of 5.
Hilliard comes in as a fullback. He's going to take it straight ahead, and they do come up with a goal line stand.
Wow.
Nice job by the Mississippi State defense of Jeff Collins.
This is all about leverage. You know, the guy that did a great job in there is, take a look at the submarine move right by the center. Just goes right down to the ground. Number 92, Caleb Eulis, does a great job of getting underneath the blocks, and that just stopped everything up in the hole and allowed other guys to make the tackle.
And Les Miles says it's early in the game. Let's go. Just inside the 2, 4th and goal. The keeper by Jennings. He's going nowhere except backwards. Wow, what a job by the Bulldog defense. Goal line stand for Dan Mullen's group with 2:06 remaining in the 1st quarter. And LSU unable to even this game at 7. They had 1st and goal at the 2. They ended up at about the 3. Part of the old crossbar from the old goalposts here at Tiger Stadium. They touch them every time they take the field. They came up short when they had the ball 1st and goal at the 2, but now they do have Dak Prescott in his own end zone to take the snap. Nick Griffin is there with him. And it's Prescott with a run all the way, and he only got about a half yard. Prescott, 230-pounder. Came into the game with 273 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns this year through 3 games. 2nd down and 8. I didn't think he got that much, but we'll call it 2nd down and 8 anyway. Now he drops back to throw from his own end zone and got it complete. Out to De'Runnya Wilson again.
Same situation. De'Runnya Wilson is just such a big target. You throw the ball out there and let him use his body. He was a basketball player most of his career. This is just boxing a guy out and going for the football. Excellent job of giving a big receiver a chance against a smaller defender.
Pick up a 26. Now they go back to Robinson. Robinson into the secondary and across midfield.
Wow, back-to-back. Huge plays for Mississippi State. At first, they're thinking, let's just get the ball out away from our goal line a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, they're out close to midfield. Some missed tackles, and all of a sudden, Mississippi State with something going here.
At the 47-yard line of LSU, leading by a touchdown with a minute to go. 1st quarter. Prescott wants more. He's got all day. Deep middle. Got it to Wilson again. Inside the 5. 1st and goal, Mississippi State.
Well, you mentioned it. The key to that was the protection. I mean, you can't cover guys that long. This is great protection. Watch how much time Prescott has because of the front. He's got all day to read the coverage and pick out the guy that he wants. And again, the big target, De'Runnya Wilson.
1st and goal at the 3. Straight ahead is Robinson. He walks in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They go 26, 23, 44, and then 3 yards for the touchdown. A stunned crowd here in Baton Rouge. Bring tears to a father's eyes watching what his kid's doing right now. Carving up one of the best defenses in the country. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. This time on the ground. Josh Robinson, the junior out of Franklinton, Louisiana, in for the touchdown.
They are selling jambalaya and alligator up here. So guys, I'll bring you some if you'd like.
All right, Holly, be careful on the way down. Here's Josh Robinson into the secondary. Robinson on his way. Can he outrun everybody? They're going to track him down, but not before he gets to the 20-yard line. Wow. Another great run by Josh Robinson, 66 yards.
Again, the center, Dylan Day, and the guard, Beckwith, open up the hole, and then one missed tackle. Actually, two missed tackles. And right now, this Mississippi State offense, great balance. 9 runs, 8 passes.
I didn't think they'd give it to him again after 66 yards, but they did, and he got nothing. Deshaun Bauer made the stop.
You know, I mentioned that Dak Prescott reminds me a lot of Tim Tebow. Not just in the way he plays, runs the football, his power or his throwing, but also his spirit. He has a presence and a leadership ability and a will to win that reminds me very much of Tim Tebow when he played at Florida. And I think that's why Mississippi State feels really good about where they're at right now in this game.
That run by Robinson, the longest play allowed by LSU this year. And here goes Dak Prescott. Broke one tackle and another, and he's inside the 10. Devon Gotcha.
You know,
here he was when the defense was out on the field. This gives you a little example of what Todd's talking about.
It's the end of the first quarter, and you can't fake this stuff. I mean, if it's real, it's real. And with him, I've seen him enough and watched him interact with his teammates enough. That's who he is. He has a presence. He has a natural leadership about him. And again, that fight, that will to win is very contagious.
Nick Griffin in as an extra wide receiver to the top of your screen. An empty backfield for Prescott. 3rd down and 3. Prescott trying to let his offensive lineman know what he wants. And on the option, he'll pitch to Lewis. Jamion Lewis isn't going to get anywhere. Back to the line of scrimmage and a nice stop by John Chavis, LSU defense.
Yeah, really an important stop for LSU. They didn't get out leveraged on that option play. Did a great job of keeping Lewis to the inside and not letting him turn the corner. Ronald Martin did a nice job of maintaining leverage on the outside of that play.
Dan Mullen has not been overly excited by his field goal units this year. This is Evan Sobiesk to try a 27-yard field goal. Yeah, nothing wrong with that one. A 17-0 advantage for visiting Mississippi State. Maybe a shocker happening here tonight in Baton Rouge. You got Mississippi State right where you want them right now.
Well, in that case, they wore Wisconsin.
Not going to get the first down, though. It's a really big play upcoming for the LSU defense.
Quan Alexander's got a little extra juice here this second half. I'm sure this defense felt like they were very uncharacteristically giving up big plays in that first half, and now they're faced with another critical 3rd down situation at 3rd and 4.
Empty backfield. Dak Prescott a run all the way, and he's got a big opening. And a stiff arm, Dak Prescott. This is what he does better than anybody in the SEC. Touchdown. De'Runnya Wilson got the last block and 56 yards for the score.
I don't understand the alignment of LSU. The safety was way out of position. They were expecting pass all the way based on their alignment, and that was an easy run for Dak Prescott.
So the extra point by Sobiesk to try to make it a 2-touchdown lead again, and he does.
3rd and 4, you got to be expecting quarterback run. But look at this alignment. You've got one safety here, and the linebacker on this side. There is a lot of green grass right in there, and the safety who's out of position is going to miss an open field tackle. But that's an easy read and run. He had over 100 yards rushing against LSU last year in Starkville. It's what he does as well as anybody in the league, as you called, and they just gave him that one.
Remember, 14 straight wins in this series. That goes back to 1890, 3rd quarter. First down at the 23. Play action. Prescott loads and fires. Nobody home. Had several guys in the same route area.
Well, he was first looking for Derunya Wilson, who was in single coverage, and he was trying to double move. But the double move did not fool Tre'Davious White. And so then he had to come off to look to a different receiver on the other side. It was good coverage by Tre'Davious White on that play.
Dak's been great with his legs, but he's only hit one of his last 5 passes now. A 2nd down and 10. Option. He'll keep it. Got hit pretty good, but picked up 2 or 3 yards. DJ Welter made first contact.
See, him running the option is not as big of a threat to this LSU defense because he's running sideways for much of the time. And you want him to run sideways because then you can get to him with your speed. Where he hurts you is when he sees a crease and runs up the middle, either by design or on a scramble.
Derunya Wilson's been his main guy in situations such as this. 3rd down and 7. He's in trouble. Gets out of it momentarily. Now throws. Wide open. Jamion Lewis. He might take it. Yes, he will. Another Mississippi State touchdown. 74 yards.
Well, this play was just made by the escapability of Dak Prescott. He has to leave the pocket and be able to extend the play, and by doing so, the LSU secondary lost contain on Jamion Lewis, who was wide open. Malcolm Johnson with the block late to spring him, but that play was all made by Dak Prescott being able to extend the play.
Dak Prescott again. Looked like. And Josh isn't small. He's just short. He's put together. 215-pounder with a big first down there at the 25-yard line. Rides in the other way, and then Prescott keeps it for a couple. And we're down at 3.5 minutes. Mississippi State's just keeping their foot on the gas here.
Yeah.
They have huddled very little, if at all, tonight. Robinson going to try to lead the way for Prescott, and he got a pretty good block, and Dak got another first down run.
And look how Dak is protecting the football. Ever since that fumble earlier in the 3rd quarter, when they're calling his number to run, watch how he's protecting it with both arms when he knows contact is coming. He's patient as a runner, and at the last minute when he feels bodies coming his way, he is really protecting the football.
He's got 96 yards on 17 carries. And you were right a long time ago. He's doing his Tim Tebow impression to perfection so far. Right-handed instead of left. And here's Robinson, and he wraps both arms around the football and rumbles for about 11.
Well, you got to say something about this offensive line for Mississippi State, too, because they have done a great job all night. You've got Robinson and you've got Prescott that are doing a nice job of finding creases and finding holes, but 233 yards rushing for Mississippi State as a team.
Robinson again. He got loose, and he got about 8 yards, just pulling his feet out of the would-be tacklers. LSU coming in had allowed 111 yards a game on the ground, and more than twice that much already for the Bulldogs.
And you're starting to see some fatigue on this LSU defense. DJ Welter, the middle linebacker, just tapped his helmet, wanted to come out for a rest. They subbed a couple other guys. The running game and the power of Mississippi State is taking its toll on LSU's defense.
Now they go to Shumpert, another fresh back, and he's got a first down. And he's down inside the 40 of LSU. We've always talked about LSU's depth defensively. And John Chavis told us yesterday they have about as much as they've ever had. And they're going to need it now because you're right, they're getting tired. We're under 2 minutes. And not only that, Mississippi State is just continuing to march down the field. Prescott fires, got a man open. It's Wilson again. No, it's not Wilson. It's Jamie and Lewis.
Well, when you run as well as they're running, you're going to open things up for your play-action game. Jamin Lewis finds a nice hole in between the defenders, and then Mississippi State is just doing what they want offensively. LSU's defense is fatigued, and Mississippi State is not playing conservatively by any stretch of the imagination.
Bulldogs in the red zone again. Prescott flares it out, complete. Miles, and Miles driving with help from his friends, and he might have a first down.
Look how tired LSU's defense looks. Just look at the body language of the guys in white compared to the guys in maroon right now.
They've been out there a long time. Second down and goal, back now at the 12-yard line. And Prescott in an empty backfield. Let's see if he calls his own number. He will. Broke one tackle, but not the second. Quan Alexander stood him up after a short gain, and they have a couple of words. As the third quarter is about to come to a close. Had you told Dan Mullen at the end of 3 at Tiger Stadium in front of a record crowd he'd have a 3-touchdown lead, Dak Prescott's dad would have taken it. I think the head coach would have taken it as well. It's 31-10. Fourth quarter coming up. I think the folks from Starkville that made the trip are happy at Tiger Stadium. 3-touchdown lead entering the fourth. And a lot of empty seats after a record crowd tonight. It's not over yet. But I tell you what, they scored another touchdown on this drive, and it's going to start to look that way for sure.
They got the matchup here with the big guy.
Third down and goal at the 11. Prescott lofts one to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Fred Ross.
Malcolm Johnson.
Malcolm Johnson, the tight end.
Good pressure by Quan Alexander. Forced Prescott to throw that ball maybe a little sooner than he wanted.
And even that play had the look of what Dan Mullen did with Tim Tebow at Florida. The little step in and then drop back.
Yeah, the similarities are uncanny to me. Not just the offense and not just Dan Mullen being the common denominator. The way they run, the power they run with, the throwing ability, and then the charisma, the presence, and the leadership.
So, yes, the field goal is up and good from 28 yards. Adding to the lead. 34-10 at this point. But Todd, that was a 92-yard drive, 5.5 minutes, 16 plays. That's how you go ahead and keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
And DeMora bringing it Harris. Back pedals near his own 45. Got to get rid of it. The Hail Mary downfield, and it's intercepted at the 1-yard line. Ball game. Mississippi State in an upset. Will Redmond ends the game with an interception on the final play. So number 8 goes down to unranked Mississippi State in a thriller in Baton Rouge. 34-29 the final. For Todd Blackledge and Holly Rowe and our entire ESPN crew, Brad Nessler saying so long. We're going out to Pullman, Washington.